Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It is so awesome to be with you here today on this beautiful day on the planet, really, right? We're here, we are alive, breathing, smiling, happy, wishing each other love and wonderful things as we talk today about change, tools for change. That is the subject today. Welcome to Success Through Meditation. I'm Shakti, coming to you from a lineage of enlightenment to help you to see, honor, and love the light within yourself so that you can see, honor, and love the light within others. The first thing that I have to say to you regarding change is to do this. In all that you do, choose happiness. That is your purpose. In all that you do, choose happiness. You know, recently I was listening to a gentleman by the name of Jim Kwik. He is a brain coach. I find a lot of what he says very inspiring and for change, right? This all has to do with change. He is inspiring and he does do wonderful things. He says wonderful things to help you to make new changes in really the course of where your brain goes, because you have control of it. You always have control of it. Recently, he was talking about these 4 to 5 things that you can do, decisions that you can make to improve your life on a daily basis. He quoted from a French philosopher in his book, where this French philosopher says, life is the C between the letters B and D. C between B and D, between birth and death. C is a letter in between. And I'll explain a little bit more about what he meant in just a moment, but it's very important to recognize, first of all, that for every ending, and we have just gone through one of the endings, haven't we? For every ending, there is a new beginning. Always there is a new beginning. And today is a new beginning, isn't it? A new beginning to this life, to this year, to this moment, this present moment in your life. It is very important when we go through an ending and then into a beginning that we do things in an impeccable way. So in any ending, it is a time to end on an impeccable moment, in an impeccable way. Usually that involves gratitude. Now, if you're ending a job that you've had for years and years, it is important to end it in an impeccable way, doing everything, tying up the loose ends, doing everything that you can to make sure that whoever is going to take your place, or if it is simply shutting down, that everything has all of the I's dotted and the T's crossed for a new beginning. And in the new beginning, we begin also with impeccability. We begin by thinking about all of the things that we can do to make this impeccable moment more impeccable. This beautiful, perfect moment more impeccable. Very important to realize, right? So endings and beginnings, very, very important. And we're talking today about change. Being your impeccable best to change and to grow into the being that you want to be. Not to the one that was programmed, not to the you that was programmed to be a certain way. No. So back to our French philosopher and to Jim Kwik. C, life is C, the C between B and D, right? Between birth and death. The C stands for change, for choice that you have in every moment. The choice to be happy, right? As I said in the very beginning, in all that you do, choose happiness because that is your purpose. So we have a choice, we have a chance to change. And to make changes, we must bring our awareness to our truth, to who we are. To do this, of course, we meditate, to bring our awareness to this present moment. And in so doing, we can have a chance and to make the choice to grow, to change in the direction that you want to grow. So we have 4 or 5 possibly things that we can do every day to move ourselves forward with a happier, more fulfilled life. So the first thing, number 1, do more of something. I'm going to review all of these things in just a moment, but number 1 is do more of something. Number 2 is do less of something. Number 3 is start something. And number 4 is stop something. I'll tell you what number 5 is, the possibility of number 5 in just a moment. So number 1 was do more of something, right? Lucille Ball said that the more you do, the more you can do. I remember being in university, right? And everyone says, you know, to get the A's that you want, you've got to just focus on study, you know, don't work, just do your studies, get all the A's that you possibly can. I found that something else worked better for me, along with what Lucille Ball said, which was when I'm taking a full load, maybe I was taking 15 to 18 units in university, working part-time, you know, 20 to 30 hours a week, helped me to get better grades because it made me be more impeccable. There's that word again. It made me be more impeccable with my grades, with my studies, right? So do more of something. That is number 1. Maybe it's exercise for you. Maybe it's meditation for you. Change from doing just 1 meditation a day to doing 2 meditations a day. Add something. It doesn't have to be huge at all. As a matter of fact, it's better if it's small. Do something to do more of something that you already do. Maybe you read more than you already do. I had a friend of mine, a very good friend of mine, text recently that she had read 80 books last year. That is wonderful, right? It's an awesome accomplishment. Maybe this year she'll read 85, you know. So maybe reading, do more of something. And of course, the one more thing that you could do to help your life, to help the life of all of those around you would be to forgive. Forgive more often. Forgive every moment of every day. Forgive, right? Do something one more time. Do more of something. So number 2, do less of something. Maybe you find that you're watching too much television, right? Maybe you're binge watching a show on Netflix. You know, watch 1 less show, right? Instead of watching 2 or 3 or 4 in a day, maybe just watch 1, right? So do less of something. Do less fear, right? Fear less. Be fearless. Be anger less. Have less anger. Allow yourself to have less anger. Let go of the unessentials. Do less of the unessentials. Spend less time procrastinating, for instance. Maybe you have too much sugar in your diet. Do less. Maybe you have too much caffeine in your diet and it's not good for you. Do less. So do less of something. These are tools to help you to change, right? To help you to grow, to help you to become more of the person that you want to be. Number 3 was start something. I love this one. Start something. Take a first step. Just do something small. Move 1 step forward in a direction that is good for you, that is healthy for you, that makes you happier. You don't have to see, Martin Luther King said, you don't have to see the entire staircase to be able to take 1 step. Take 1 step. Maybe you'll start journaling. Go and purchase a journaling book, right? Order it wherever you like, online. Go to the bookstore, Barnes and Noble, wherever, buy a book and begin to journal. Start that. Eat differently. Maybe add avocados, blueberries, add good things to your diet. Start something. Learn to play an instrument. Recently, I had the members of our Sangha, my personal students. I suggested that they learn to play the recorder. The recorder is it's a wind instrument. It's a small instrument. It's only about a foot, maybe a foot and a half long. Very inexpensive. To learn that instrument. It's a beautiful little happy, easy instrument to learn. Learn an instrument. I probably in learning an instrument wouldn't begin with the cello or the violin, but you could start somewhere. Learn a scale on the piano. Start something. Learn something. Do something new. And number 4 was stop something. Something that harms you. Maybe it's smoking. Stop something that doesn't nourish you. Maybe you're eating something that you know is detrimental to your finest well-being. Stop something. I have an exercise in letting go that we're going to do right now. And to do this, I'm going to take myself off camera. We're going to relax and do a very quick exercise on letting go, to stop something. I'm taking myself off camera. So close your eyes. Take a deep breath. And as you exhale, allow all tension to leave your body, to leave your eyes, your face, your throat. All tension is leaving your shoulders, your back. Release all of the muscles in your abdomen. All tension is leaving your legs, your feet. Relax. Relax. Say to yourselves, I am willing to let go. I release all tension, fear, anger. I release all guilt. I release all sadness. I let go of all old limitation. I let go and I am at peace. I am at peace with myself, with my process of life, with my progress in life. I am safe. Open your eyes and say this often. I am safe. I release whatever it is that you need to stop, to let go of. Repeat this exercise often to release what it is that you need to let go of. And the 5th thing that we have on this list of things to do is to continue doing something that is good for you. If you're already doing something that is beneficial for you, continue doing it. Meditation, of course, would be at the top of my list. Continue meditating, right? And to help you along with more tools for change, another suggestion that I would have is to love and approve of yourself. Be kind to yourself. Say to yourself daily, I approve of myself. Say this all day, every day. I approve of myself, and all is well in my world. Release a pattern that you may have, right? We're talking about letting go, changing. You may have a pattern or a habit that you can let go of. Notice these things, these setbacks really for you. For instance, you might say to yourself, I am willing to release the need for whatever it is, this pattern that you have. And you may notice the challenges that you have and that others have as you develop these insights, these more awareness, these awarenesses and sensitivities. Say to yourself, I am willing to forgive so-and-so. I am willing to forgive myself. That is the most important. I am willing to forgive myself. Think of something. Make a list today, maybe, of things that you'd like to change. And realize that you have been the creator and can create changes within your own life. You might say to yourself, I am willing to release this pattern in my consciousness that is responsible for this condition. I am willing to release. Say it several times. I am willing to release this pattern in my consciousness that is responsible for this condition. Choose this thought. It is easy to make changes. Choose that thought. Say it to yourself often. It is easy to make changes. What happens is that we rebel, right? Our minds don't want to make the change. If it's a pattern that you have held for a long, long time, the mind does not want to make the change. So say this to yourself often. It is easy to make a change. It is easy for me to make changes. Make a list also of the things that you're wanting, willing to let go of. How willing are you to forgive? That is the question. To be able to overcome the negative thinking, how willing are you to let go of the negative thinking? How willing are you to love, to invite more abundance into your life? And of course, put more attention on what you want. There are many affirmations for the things that you may want. I am prosperous. I am slender. I am eternally young. That's a good one. I am eternally young. I now move to a better place in my thoughts, in my mind, with my physical body. I now move to a better place. I have a wonderful life. I am filled with love and affection. I am happy and free. I am healthy. There are many affirmations you can say. Those are some of them that you can say to yourself. Maybe I have amazing work. I love my work. I love my job. I love my business, whatever it is. My teacher once told us about being a university student when he was in a doctoral program. He became a doctor in English literature. And he spoke one day about this one particular professor that he, and the class, and how he just hated the class. It was horrible. He couldn't stand it. So what he did was changed his thinking. He turned it into the most happy, awesome class that he had ever had. He said, this is my favorite class. I love this class. And so, of course, it helped him to breeze through this class. And of course, as he did, I'm sure, always got A's. But we have to tell ourselves what we want. We may be seeing something different. Our eyes may be seeing something else. But by telling ourselves, by affirming what we want, by what we tell ourselves, we create, we bring what the universe wants towards us. The universe wants what you want. I hope you understand this. The universe wants what you want. I love my job. I love my life. I love everything about this existence on this planet. Right? Tell yourself these things. And of course, no criticizing yourself. Stop. That would be one thing to stop. Criticizing yourself. Train your mind that all good in life begins with accepting who you are, seeing the light, the love, the divinity within your heart. Train your mind that all good things begin by accepting yourselves, loving yourselves, acknowledging your good qualities. This is very important. So you might say to yourself, I approve of myself. Say this again and again. I approve of myself. You know, you've heard many people say that Source, God, the universe, eternity only makes good stuff. Right? You're one of those things. You are one of those divine creations from the universe. Recognize that. Recognize your own divinity, your own light, and love that light. Love that self. You. Love yourself. Choose to think thoughts that nourish and support you always. Release all of those other opinions from other people. They mean nothing. I say something very often, which is that your opinion of me is none of my business. Right? Someone else's opinion of you is none of your business. It's not your concern. It is irrelevant in your life, right? Your opinion of yourself, your love for yourself, your happiness within is what matters. So release those people's opinions, unless, of course, they support you. You know, I remember reading that if you're told constantly as a child that you are a purple pig, you begin to believe it. And that's what's happened with most of you. And it's time to put the things into your mind, like Johnny Five Alive would say, input. Put better things, higher things, more loving things into your mind. Tell yourself these happy, positive things as if your life depends on it, because it does. Your happiness depends on it. Just as you may have been told that you were a purple pig, you can now tell yourself that I am the most radiant, beautiful, wonderful, kind, strong, loving being that was ever created, and now I choose to create more of that in my life. Say that to yourself. And then, of course, express the beauty of who you are, right? Express that beauty and release. Release all that doesn't serve you. Say to yourselves, I am willing to release. I love and approve of myself. I deserve the best and I accept it now. Every morning, look at yourself in the mirror and say, I love you. I love you. Love you like I love you. Love you like the universe loves you. Love you like your puppy loves you or your kitty. Love you in that way. So to recap, the 4 things, and really a 5th thing that you can do is Number one, do more of something. Do more of something. Just one tiny thing every day. Do more of it. Something good for yourselves, of course. Something that nourishes you. Number two, do less of something. Choose these things every day. Ask yourself every day. Say these things to yourselves every day. What more can I do today? What is something less that I can do today? Maybe I can be less angry. Maybe I can be less frustrated. Let's do more of something. Maybe you can forgive more, right? Okay, number three is start something. This is on a daily basis. Do these 4 things. Start something. Maybe you've been wanting to knit something. Maybe you've been wanting to crochet, or maybe you've been wanting to say hello to your neighbor. Start something. Do something small. Exercise, whatever it is. And number 4, stop something. Stop smoking. Stop doing anything to your body that is not nourishing your body. Stop allowing yourselves to feel things that don't nourish you. Anger, frustration, anxiety, holding a grudge. Stop something. Let go. Remember the exercise in letting go. Release the pattern, the habit that doesn't serve you. And of course, number 5, continue doing something that is good for you. Everyone does something that is good for them. Continue doing those things that are good for you. As we prepare to meditate today, for those of you who may be new to the practice of meditation, every day when we wake up, we take a shower, or at the very least, wash our hands and face. This is to clear the energy of the night. Maybe you've had bad dreams, maybe you've picked up something in the night, right? So we want to clear the energy. We sit in a space that is uncluttered. Maybe you've got a table with a flower, a candle flame, maybe a picture of a deity that you connect with. We sit in clean, loose clothing. Our backs are straight. We relax the way we will do today in our meditation. And we play music. The music that we play is infused with enlightened energy. This music was composed by a fully enlightened being for this purpose, for you. The music was composed and arranged for you to help you to meditate more easily, more deeply. It blocks the auras. This music that we play helps to block the auras, the impressions, the thoughts of all of the people around you, all of the people on this planet. And so you can use the music by focusing on every note in the music to help to take you higher. That's the idea when you're learning to meditate. You're focusing on thoughts, perhaps, until you can learn to stop thought. You're focusing on thoughts that are higher, good thoughts, happy thoughts. And then you release the thoughts altogether. They will come into your mind, especially when you're learning how to meditate. You will think, you will have thoughts, but just release them and bring yourself back to the music, or maybe the chakra, or maybe the visualization that I'm going to give you today. But always you can go back to the music. That is why we use it. So we sit for 15 minutes. We focus. For the first many years of your meditation practice, that's what you do. You focus. You start with 15 minutes, work up then to 30 minutes after a few months, after a few more months, 45, and then eventually a year, twice a day. But work up to this. Be gentle, be kind, be patient with yourselves. There's no rush. And whatever you do, do not criticize or judge your meditation practice. Remember being kind to yourself, loving yourself. It all begins with that, doesn't it? Loving yourselves. Loving yourselves into being the kind, loving, generous, compassionate, forgiving being that you are. As we begin to meditate, I'm going to take myself off camera and we will begin to relax the body. Take a deep cleansing breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, and hold for the count of 3 at the top. Begin by focusing your attention, all of your attention on your eyes, and relax your eyes. Relax the muscles around your eyes. You'll find that as you do, your jaw muscles, your facial muscles will also begin to relax. If you have any tension whatsoever in your scalp, relax your scalp. Relax your neck. Relax your shoulders. Your upper arms. Your lower arms. Relax your hands and your fingers. As you focus on each part of your body, you may feel a tingling sensation in that area. If you're sensitive enough, you will feel these physical sensations in your body. If not, it's okay. The work is still being done. Relax your back. As you sit up nice and straight, relax the muscles on either side of your spinal column. Relax your abdomen. Release all of the muscles in your abdomen. Relax your hips. Relax your upper legs, your lower legs. Relax your feet and your toes. Relax, relax, relax. Take another deep cleansing breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, and hold for the count of 3 at the top of the breath. Sit up nice and straight. Your back is as straight as is comfortable for you. Close your eyes and visualize the sky filled with stars. We're going to work on change today. We're going to allow change to happen. Imagine that you're going to leave your body and go right up into these stars. And as you go through the stars, you're going to change. Your earthly personality is going to fall away. And now your etheric self, your subtle physical self will be there. Now, go above the stars into other dimensions. Go through these other dimensions really quickly, one after the other. They're all different colors. Go through them quickly. See yourself going through them. You're actually doing this, going through these colorful dimensions. Now, as you do, as you go through each one, more and more of the self that you have been is going to fall away. And your being will get clearer and clearer. As you go through these dimensional planes, the parts of you that are from them will go back to them. Finally, you get above all the dimensional planes, and you now enter into a flux, a golden, luminous light that doesn't really move, nor is it still. There's no direction, no dimension, and you go right into that. It's like going right into the heart of the sun. Merge with that, be that, feel yourself in that. Get lost in that. Study it. Be it. Stop your thoughts. Be still. Just hold yourself in it with all your psyche and all your power. If you are new to the practice of meditation, hold yourself in this golden flux of energy until our meditation session has ended. If you have been meditating a few years or longer, hold yourself in this flux of energy into the first few moments of our meditation music, and then let go. Let go and let eternity do with you what it will. I will bring you down at the end of this meditation back onto this earth, back into this plane of life. Now, let's meditate. Namaste. You've probably come part way anyway, but now gradually feel yourselves. Feel this from this golden flux of energy. Feel yourselves coming back down after being in this totality. Come back through those dimensional planes. And as you do, you're going to come back shiny and clear. And as you pass through each color, each dimensional plane, you're going to take on new qualities, new hope, new belief, new power. Finally, down through the stars and onto the earth, a strong, new, radiant self. The right self has come with you, the right caretaker personality. Don't worry about what that is. It's just from where you've just been. Continue to visualize this often. Continue to think about all the good things that you are. Your divine self. See that. Recognize that. Realize that you are a facet of love in this beautiful diamond of all of these universes. See your divinity. But you can repeat these things. You can take a look at these things. You can remember these things if you took some kind of notes today. Repeat good things. Watch what you say to yourself, and always filter that also through your heart. Love yourselves. That is the most important thing. Namaste. The light in me sees, honors, and so loves the light in you.